You came into the market today with a plan. You had setups, levels, and rules. And then you threw them into a wood chipper by 9:45 a.m.
So let's do something fun today. I will give ChatGPT all my trades, every ticker I did today, how I actually traded them, the mistakes I made, and I will let ChatGPT roast me. For the start, this is my trade plan, which I made with my ChatGPT bot. If you want to have this bot, link is in the description. And the setups I actually ended up doing. So let's get into it, and I will VLCN. I was actually planning this ticker for a breakout here. I was actually looking at my watch list at the time, and then I saw this breakout. And so at the time I was planning this ticker. I will be honest, this was a chase. This was I had to type the ticker in. I wasn't ready for the squeeze. I did not expect this huge squeeze. So luckily I exited most of it at the high. Then I had a runner and it closed out. I made $30 on this trade and got a bit lucky. I'll take it.
VLCN, late, dumb, and oversized. You typed the ticker in manually mid-squeeze, like a grandpa trying to Google crypto. You chased a rocket without a helmet, no prep, oversized, and exited by mashing buttons like the FBI was on your tail. This wasn't trading. This was drunk reflex gambling. I made $30. Yeah, and I can find that under my couch cushions.
This one was actually a phenomenal floor break trade. One of my favorite setups to do. So this is actually a great trade that I took. This is one of my favorite floor break setups. We see here this base forming, and with volume pre-marked you already broke. I accepted it. I expected to sell off more, which it did. So I took my first TP when I have like 4 times my risk, and then again I went full out of the position. Now I have to be honest, it was not, I got lucky because I was not planning to be fully out of the position. I want to again take half of the table and let something run until the rest of the day. Now the good thing that I did, I was like, yeah, now I'm fully out of the position. I see that I'm fully out. What should I do? Should I change something? I decided just to let it go and just look for other possible setups.
Sit down. SRPT, the only time you remembered you have a brain. Perfect floor break entry. TP1 clean. But then you full exited like you were being audited mid-trade. You left meat on the bone like a toddler at a barbecue. A good trade, but the exit, soft. Like emotionally support dog soft.
This was the first trade of the day, and this was truly a setup that I truly should not have been in. It was not a clean setup whatsoever. There is no base. This was a chase. And it's also, I didn't even research this ticker enough, because if I researched the ticker, I know this was a leveraged ETF, and the price action, this setup wouldn't make any sense. So this was just throwing money away. Unfortunately, nothing to say about that. Never should have been in this.
The ETF trade that should be illegal. You didn't research it. Didn't realize it was a leveraged ETF. Chased a vertical candle with no base, no level, no soul. This wasn't a trade. It was performance art. You threw money at chaos and said, please validate my intuition, O Lord of random candles.
And now we come to the most interesting ticker of the day. So first, I did here perfectly my hammer setup for a short. It just ended up missing my first TP, which is fine. It's a good trade. No mistakes were made. Yeah, my first mistake came when I got stopped out and I switched my bias, but I should not have switched my bias. My bias can only be switched above the 470 level when we break that resistance on the daily chart. So then it's a possible switch. So I switched into soon, and then I was really not trading good anymore. Actually, this was here the first trade when I was starting to trade badly. So I got stopped out, then I switched my buys again, then this is a bad idea to enter. Then at the break of view up, which is totally not my setup, I decided to short again. And then I was like, what am I doing? I'm not gonna trade bad today. Was not good trading here, but at least I know I was trading bad. I was like, yeah, we're not gonna play it. And guess what? Later, a bit before the open, I got a second chance. I was looking at the price action. This time I was focused. I was ready to either take my volcano setup, and if we were gonna reject, do my hammer setup. Now, we ended up rejecting perfectly. I entered perfectly, added up to my positions, and then eventually I still end up sticker green. I added to my positions where I needed to add according to my floor break rules, took profit where I needed to predict profit, protect it where I needed to protect. So starter bad. So I was actually aiming for that it would be nice sell off, a bigger sell off, but all good. Ended up green on this ticker thanks to my good trading right before the open. So didn't ruin it.
BSLK. The full arc, genius to gremlin to Jedi, started with an A+ hammer short, got stopped and flipped bias like a teenage philosophy major, then reflipped back into tilt mode and revenge traded yourself into a corner. At one point you were like, this is a bad idea, and you did it anyway. If your brain were a steering wheel today, it would have been spinning like a wheel of fortune. But all the wedges say dumb. But then, the comeback. You sat down, breathed, realigned, and absolutely nailed the final trade. Discipline, ads by plan, exit with structure, green, redemption. Final score, realized $90, unrealized 12, psychological damage, irreparable, best actor in a self-destructing role. For your LCDL chase, most improved within a single ticker, BSLK. The trade that got away, SRPT runner that you smothered like an overbearing mom. Final takeaway. Today wasn't just a trading day. It was a Netflix documentary, a tragicomedy, a redemption arc. You started as a clown with Wi-Fi and ended the day like a disciplined assassin wearing scars. Your new mantra. I don't protect because I'm scared. I protect because the structure broke. And no more trading leveraged ETFs, unless I want ChatGPT to roast me into another dimension. Let this video go live. Let the world see. Because if you survived this chart crime spree and ended green, imagine what happens when you actually follow your plan. GPD out.
That was the roast. Tomorrow I will tell you exactly how I journal my trades with ChatGPT. If you want to have this same GPT, check out the links in the description. See you tomorrow.